Good morning, potato heads. So I watched a lot of YouTube videos and I'm constantly trying to figure out ways to get more people to watch this YouTube channel. First thing I'm gonna do is I've noticed that a bunch of my videos I would consider boring. Honestly, I could fill you guys in with everything that's going on with me in the first 15 seconds of every video. Like, hey, I'm still at the Gear Factory parking lot. End video. The other thing that I noticed, acoustic covers. Y'all hate acoustic covers. Seriously, I was on Facebook the other day and I saw one of my friends ranting about how much he hated people videotaping themselves playing, and saying it was awkward and all this other stuff. The segment I started that I'm going to try to expand a little bit more is music industry insights. I went to school for music industry and I think that there is a lack of people talking about music industry trends on the internet. It's a constantly changing market, so that's going to be the new punishment videos. Every time I forget to upload or I don't upload a video on Monday, the next video coming out that's the consequence video is just going to be me talking about music industry, trends of the music industry. I'll start off with really simple concepts and then start to go more towards, you know, current trends and dare I say pop culture. So here's an interesting topic I've been doing a little bit of research on. I'm going to share with you New York State squatters' rights. If you don't know what squatters' rights are classified as tenants who receive temporary rights after living in a property for a period of 30 days. Basically, if you squat in an abandoned house for 30 days, legally, you live there. If somebody else owns the property and you're just there, that's considered home evasion. That's not squatting. There is actually legislation against squatters' rights. There's a bill in the New York State Senate. It's S5940A, if you're following at home, and it is currently in committee. It hasn't reached the floor yet, but it is basically against squatting. It's an act to amend the real property actions and proceeding law, blah, 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 to exclude squatters. So what does that mean for me? No, I'm not squatting. I'm not in an abandoned house. I could if I found one that was good, that wasn't owned by anybody. So squatters' laws vary by state to state, but also by city to city, and it's rarely tolerated for very long. I mean, really what happens is if you claim squatters and somebody wants to contest it, then they could just take you to court and you'll probably lose because you never had any rights to the place to begin with. Basically, New York State's been trying to pass a bill that just makes it more difficult to claim your squatters' rights, but they started that in 2012 and it hasn't even hit the floor of the Senate yet. I don't think anybody cares. Alright, so here's a little history on squatting. In 1848, 2 weeks after California was added to the U.S., gold was discovered in California, resulting in a flood of fortune seekers gravitating to the state. Due to the existing laws being ambiguous, squatting on federal land started, and individual mining camps started developing squatting laws to fit the legal void. Basically, they were like, we've been here for 30 days. What do you mean we don't have a right to be here? And they're like, oh, well, it's federal land. And you're like, bullshit. It started with the California Gold Rush. And that's kind of where it came from there. The people that were squatting, being a part of the Gold Rush, they created the laws and nobody contested them. And we've been grandfathered into this squatting law. If it sounds like a ridiculous, like, second world country law, it's because it is. It just hasn't been updated. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and potate, whatever that means for you. And I'm going to be posting another video tomorrow. It's going to be a music industry insights, and it's going to be talking about mechanical royalties. You're not going to want to miss it.